If you have a chronic illness and you feel like you've tried everything to regulate your nervous system, but none of it's working, it's not your fault. The reason is that most regulation tools try to force your nervous system into calm instead of actually communicating safety in the language it understands, which is the language of the body. And I'm going to show you how to speak it in this video. I'm Cedar. I was able to recover from multiple chronic illnesses using these tools that I'm about to show you. Unlike brain retraining, meditation, or neuroplasticity tools, somatics actually works on the level of the body. And what most people don't realize is that 80% of the communication along the nervous system, which is to say along the vagus nerve, is going from the body to the brain, and only 20% going from the brain to the body. And yet we keep focusing on these top-down, mind-based, brain-based tools for regulating the nervous system. It doesn't make sense. Zebras don't need to talk about their trauma or visualize a lack of lions in their future, right? They just use their innate mammalian safety signaling tools. They shake, they move, they breathe, they sigh. And we have those exact same mechanisms actually built into our bodies to help us release stress, release trauma, and to find our way back into a state of safety. And it's important that this be a two-way conversation. So we're not just forcing the nervous system into some sort of calm or what often ends up being disassociated state when it's not ready. If it's needing to complete that survival response, we give it the space and the time to do that. And the way that we can do that is by approaching our nervous system with a sense of care and curiosity, which is the bedrock of somatic practice. So one of the things that I teach my clients to do is to look for the subtle cues and signals that your body gives you when it's releasing stress. And this is going to be unique person to person. So for me, I often yawn, my eyes water, I might sigh, I have a sense of dropping in and grounding. But for you, it could be completely different. You might have a sense of tingling or warmth. You might have a sense of lightness. Some people get stomach gurgles or even burping as the digestive system kind of kicks back on. So you need to figure out what are these cues for you and start to listen to them, because that's going to guide you on this nervous system healing journey. So let's try this together. Just for a moment, close your eyes and imagine that you are walking down the street, you come around a corner, and there's a dog. Maybe you love dogs, but this dog is growling, it's snarling at you, its hackles are raised, it's starting to bark, and then it's moving towards you. And you turn around and you run. So open your eyes, what just happened in your body just then? You probably, just describing it, I can feel there's tension in my shoulders, in my jaw, in my legs. My breath came up higher into my chest. So let's turn it around and let's signal safety. Try this. Put a hand on your chest or a hand on your belly or both. You're going to breathe in slowly through the nose with me. And then purse your lips and exhale slowly through the mouth. Let's do a couple more. So breathing in through the nose, nice and gentle. And then with pursed lips, exhaling slowly and easily out of the mouth. One more time, breathing in gently through the nose. Pursed lips, slow exhale. This time as you exhale, notice the surface that you're sitting on or laying on right now. So bring your awareness to your seat. Maybe your feet are on the floor, maybe your back is against the chair or the bed, and let yourself sink in. On this next exhale, imagine you can sink in even a little bit deeper. It's okay to close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you right now. And just notice as you sink into the surface, as you let yourself relax into it, as you notice the slow, easy breath through the body, how do you feel now? Maybe your shoulders have dropped. Maybe you did yawn or sigh. Maybe you had that sense of tingling or stomach gurgles. And if you didn't notice anything, that's also totally okay. This was a really short practice, and it sometimes takes time for your nervous system to even register that you are signaling safety. And so we move slowly at the pace of trust with the nervous system and just continue to give it these subtle safety signal cues that it's okay. Because when the nervous system is dysregulated, it thinks that there's a scary barking dog in the room with you at all times, right? It never has that release and that sense that the danger has passed, which we just practiced going through in a very small way. And the nervous system is doing this for a good reason. It's trying to protect you. If you were truly faced with that aggressive dog, you would need all of the systems of your body functioning on high alert to help protect you. But you don't need them functioning that way all the time, which is what happens when our nervous system is dysregulated. And that's when we start to experience things like chronic fatigue, burnout, anxiety, digestive issues, blood pressure issues, POTS, IBS. I could go on and on. So whatever the issues that are showing up for you, it's important to recognize that your nervous system is not doing this because it's wrong or broken. It's just trying to keep you safe. And we can't force it into realizing the threat is gone if it's been practicing this threat state for so long. So rather than imagining this as a switch, like a light switch that could be turned on and off, I'd like you to think of it more as a dial. And we're just gently turning that dial just notch by notch from high alert to we're safe, right? So what does it take to move that dial and make safety your new baseline state rather than high alert? All you need to do is create enough of those little moments of safety throughout your day to move the dial bit by bit and counterbalance the experiences of stress or other difficult things that you're dealing with. The best way that I've found to do this is through somatic practices. So that's body-based tools taking advantage of the way that the nervous system communicates, which is primarily from the bottom up in the language of the body. And that's why I created the 30 Days to Ease, which is a 30-day somatic practice where each day I teach you a really simple body-based tool that you can just follow along with for 5 or 10 minutes. And when you practice this actually for 30 days, then you start to get that cumulative benefit where the nervous system realizes, oh, I am having enough experiences of safety. Maybe I don't need to live in this high alert state anymore. So if you want to try this, I would love to have you join the 30 Days to Ease. We're starting January 5th. I'm running it live, so you'll actually get to co-regulate with me in real time, or you can listen to the recordings at whatever time works for you. I'll put the link down below, and be sure to sign up before January 4th because we're going to kick it off the next day for 30 Days to Ease.